This is a drawing board that we keep coming back to time and time and time again. I'm sure all of you just witnessed what was a very fun matchup between us in Gilas Pilipinas versus the New Zealand Tall Blacks. See, here's the thing. We are no longer in the business of moral victories. Let's start off with the fact that our offense was absolutely horrible. Justin Brownlee could not get it going, but credit to the New Zealand defense. They were locking in on him the whole night. And neither could Dwight Ramos really get himself going. He turned it on really, really late, but it was not going to be enough to rescue Gilas. And so the giant question mark becomes, who can step up for Gilas in the absence of these guys? Well, goddamn, for one night, it was CJ Perez. After all the criticism, all the that people took on this guy for one game, CJ Perez looked like Justin Brownlee. It looked like Barangay Ginebra versus San Miguel when CJ Perez absolutely went nuts in that first quarter, because he had about 10 points in that first quarter, and in that first quarter when he went up against Barangay Ginebra, he had like 50. For one game, I am happy to really give CJ Perez his due. Now, in terms of the overall improvement, what really bothered me watching this game was Tim Cone is known as a system coach, one who preaches the triangle offense. New Zealand basically said, fuck that, and played as many zone variants as possible throughout the entire game. And whenever Brownlee or Ramos would have the basketball, they would either put two on the ball, or they'd really press up when Dwight Ramos, forcing him into uncomfortable situations. Almost the same with Justin Brownlee. And the problem is, there was just a lot of standing around. Nobody was really back cutting, setting screens off ball. Nobody was even really moving off ball, which kind of just gave New Zealand a breather down the defensive end, where you would see a lot of off-ball movement and body movement in the European space. For some reason in this game, we looked like we would have been better off dribble drive. We really did. At least we looked like we were doing something, and we were in position to be able to do something if a drive happened. And the fact that we have been for so long emphasizing that we need to adapt a more European style of play, it just goes to show how our stubbornness is ultimately, and our pride is ultimately our demise. I hope this is a big learning step for us. I mean, the adjustments are very clear. I think going into our game against Australia, we'll be able to execute a little bit better and be able to move off ball a little bit better, get some screening action, or just a lot more movement and fluidity with our offense, because standing around isn't going to get it done, especially against one of the top teams in the world in Australia. Shout out to our defense. It was on point tonight. I vote for best player of the game would have honestly been either CJ Perez or AJ Edu, because AJ Edu was holding down the fort in the paint, yo. All right, guys, let me know. Laban Pilipinas!